Hey everyone, I'm back up at my Bonsai Oasis working on a couple of doors for the fences, the gates, that's right, that can open and close. And I did all my measurements, measure twice, maybe 3 times, maybe 4 for me. So I knew this was 4 feet, that was easy, that was the top bracket. And then the height, I measured 76 inches and I went and cut my wood. But guess what I didn't consider? I didn't consider the top and bottom. So look at, the reveal was gonna be fantastic. Yeah! Oh, nuts. Now I could keep the door that big, but it just makes it that much heavier. I got these beautiful corner braces. You know, after my other gates were a little wobbly, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna put the corner braces in right away. I got some metal brackets on the back side, and oh, I didn't account for the top and the bottom to make it. You know how many screws are in the bottom of those triangles, everybody? Oh, what can you do but laugh a little bit? Let's get back in it before it gets too hot. Okay, it's just a matter of minutes, literally. It only took me about 3 to 4 minutes to fix this. I only had to take out about 10 screws and then cut it down to the right size. Yeah, and then put it back together. So let's do the new reveal. Take 2. Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. We got our door. We got our door. So we have a latch for the door. I don't know where that's gonna go now that I think of that. Well, another mystery. I got some boards I can kitty cross around here, and we'll figure that out. Well, there we have the door up. It's a little low on the left side. That's because the beam over there is a little bit off this way. But we go ahead and we grab the door, and there are the hinges on the inside. One there, one there. So 3 strong hinges. And it stays closed. So we'll cover that with either chicken wire and or the big screen and chicken wire at the bottom. We'll see. And I got a latch for in here, but this is way back here, this 2x4, which is good that I put the shelf there, because now I can actually put 2 2x4s butt up together to stick out flush with this, so I can actually put a latch right here. So we'll have to add some 2x4s here and then stain those up with whatever color I have left over. You notice I have green on the top there. I never showed that last time. So I have some green stuff left over. So we'll do the latch. But I think before I do the latch, I think I'm gonna go get the other door put together. So as is always the case, you know, slow down, Dave. Put the scissors down, put the tools down, measure a couple of dozen times before you cut. And yeah, make sure you got all your pieces, parts, and yeah, you gotta think things through. So these are all my practice builds for the cabin that's going to start hopefully in a few weeks. But that's going to mainly be the footings, but boy, those have to be on. So I'm working to slow down. Yeah, hope you work with me, everybody. A little patience. I need a little patience. Well, good morning, everyone. It's a stunning morning up here at Bonsai Acres. 48 degrees for the low. No heater in the RV, extra blanket. I was just good, nice and cozy. A couple of moments I woke up and, oh, chill. What a great day yesterday. I got a couple of things done to kind of solidify the fence. So I was able to get the 2 gates made. So I was able to put together some 2x4s, 2x6s, secured them real nice with the corner brackets. And after that gaff on the first one, the second one went together really, really smoothly. Trial and error, you know, you learn from your mistakes. So this morning I was able to get the big fence wire on there and also chicken wire around the bottom. So now there's chicken wire around. And I also was able to put some zip ties around with the chicken wire from yesterday to secure that fence so it's not just kind of out and loose and people, walking by and bumping into it and stuff, safety and all that kind of thing. So the fence is looking good. The only thing left for the fence is going to be some shade cloth. So I'm going to put some shade cloth on the east side where the trees with the bonsai soil are to protect them. It's been a hot spring already, and I don't know what the summer's going to be like, but I need some shade cloth to protect these trees because out here in this little fenced-in area, from about 11 until the end of the day, they're getting sunshine. So that's a lot of sun. So we'll get some shade cloth down. I also was able to do, incidentally, I don't know if anybody can see this off to my side. I don't remember how close I zoomed up, but this guy over here, my big larch forest. Yeah, sad news. The larch forest tried to rebound. 3 trees looked like they were going to make it, and they just didn't. They just didn't get up here enough, didn't water them enough. Next spring, my system's all set up now. Next spring, hopefully I won't have this kind of loss. Where's the other one? Oh, yeah. Hold on one sec. My $25 larch find from my good buddies at Gerton's from about 4 years ago. This thing was about this tall. It's got a trunk about this thick here. This one bit the dust too. This one was pretty sad. This is the tree that Peter T helped me with. We left the bottom 3 branches to get thicker. They did. These were all stumps. They've grown out, starting to ramify. This tree was on its way. Rough, craggly bark up here. It really is a sad loss. I've lost a number of trees in the last 365. And yeah, some people say I'm the hardest working man in bonsai, which has always been a bit of a fun thing to hear people say, but sometimes that's gotten me in trouble, I think, and I'm not focusing my work on the right things, perhaps. And so as I've said on my channel many times before, it's all about balance. And these 2 forests, these larch, my favorite trees, they didn't have the balance they needed to make it. So this could be some fun deadwood feature on another episode of some sort. Yeah, stay posted for that. You just don't know what's going to happen. Loss. But there are some new beginnings. And so I want to share a special dedication and a special tree for this episode. The title of this episode, Henry's Tree. So many of you all know my friend Henry from Henry2 Bonsai. Go check out his YouTube channel. It would just make his day. Henry is just so into bonsai, so into our club, and become a good friend. And I've been over to his place and helped him with a bench. I've interviewed him. I've helped him with his shade cloth, his trees, and he's helped me. He's given me stuff because he's just such a generous guy. And Henry gave me a tree last fall as I was bringing some client trees up to Bonsai Acres, him included, to store for the winter, and he gave me the white pine. So it is an American white pine. It's kind of a local variety here, should be hardy. He wants me to put it in the ground at Bonsai Acres. Able to get the tree in the ground nice and secure, so I've got a nice place in the new fence for Henry and his white pine. So that'll be very special up here at Bonsai Acres. I don't know when he may want it back or if it's just a donation to Bonsai Acres. Maybe we'll thicken it up for 5 years or so and then do some wiring out here in the field and get his tree to where he wants it. And then I hope to get him up here either this year or next year. Got to figure out some logistics to get him up here, but it's exciting. And thank you, Henry, for donating this tree, or at least having it up here at Bonsai Acres for a couple of years, that kind of donation, so I can thicken it up for you and this bonsai community can continue to grow with legacy trees like your white pine. So very honored to have it in the ground. Thanks again to Henry. Go check out his channel, Henry2 Bonsai. And I hope that tree does a lot of good things for both you and I, Henry. Thanks for being a good bonsai friend. And it's almost time to go home. I got to check the watering systems before to make sure all systems are go. The systems are going to click on here in a little bit. Then it's time to wash up, go home. And some of my seniors from school are graduating this year. There's like 10 or 11 of them this year. So going to a graduation ceremony to say goodbye and good luck and best wishes to the graduates. And so Bonsai Acres, rightfully so, needs to take a break. I need to take a break. And so I do have a chair to take a break. Oh, and before I go, I've got another surprise for you. I've been working pretty hard, even though there's not a lot in this show to show for it. There's one more thing to show for it. Let me back up the camera. Yeah, so yesterday at the end of the day when the sun was starting to go down, I had one more chore I wanted to start, and I did finish it today. I was able to clear off some of the weeds in this area around the new platform here, the pathway to fence number 1 over what will be a creek someday. I got some of the rock structures that I wanted to put up here. So now I want to have rocks all up and down here eventually, and there are plenty of rocks on the property. So yesterday and then again this morning, I'm using my new wheelbarrow to go fetch some rocks. Now, you don't even have to walk 10 feet. You're going to have little rocks everywhere, but I wanted to get some of the big ones, the mediums. Now, when you put a structure like this together, you can kind of fill all the nooks and crannies. So a couple of wheelbarrows full on both sides to kind of set a couple of rocks in place, a couple of big ones, and it's looking pretty good. Now, I put some black stuff down, so hopefully I can keep the weeds to a minimum. I do realize I made a huge mistake, and of course, I didn't put black stuff down here, and so in the nooks and crannies of my deck here, I'm gonna have weeds growing up, but we can take care of that at a different time. So I love the rocks, and I have a lot of rocks on the property. I actually have rock gardens in certain places on the property where there's a whole bunch of rocks, like someone put them there years ago. Some of them have some lichen and moss on there, so they've been around for decades, just getting old and comfortable in their spots. Well, now they're gonna get comfortable in my new spot. And I do have one final rock that I wanna put in here before we wrap up today. Oh, but we have to do something. So when I got really tired after 3 or 4 wheelbarrows this morning, I tried to take it easy, only lift what I could lift, and all the small ones, medium ones were easy. A couple big ones, you know, put them in the wheelbarrow. Didn't fill up the wheelbarrow too much. I'm being safe, Tom. Tom, I'm being safe. Just want to let you know that. And here's the next level of safety. Okay, I'm up here, and I'm in the shade, so I don't know how well you can see. I've got my wide-angle lens. I should have got my telephoto, but here we go. This rock was a little too heavy, so you know what? We got to use gravity to our advantage sometimes. So I rolled it from the spot back here to here, and here's how we're going to finish the show here. Whoo! Let's see how far. Now, I hope it doesn't roll as far to hit the camera. Yeah, and I don't know which way it's going to go, left or right. Here we go. Okay, that didn't even make it to the bottom of the hill. That was a little anticlimactic. All right, that means I have to do some muscle to finish this out. So, I'm up here by myself a lot at Bonsai Acres, and I'm trying to go slow. I'm having to sit on my bench because I need to sit a little bit more because I don't sit enough. And I've been given that warning by a lot of friends and family. Dave, you know, don't be going too fast up there. Slow down. And my buddy Tom's always telling me to relax too. So thanks, Tom, for that reminder. And time to go to a graduation. So I'm gonna put this last rock in place, and yeah, we'll have to come up soon in a couple of days. So the rocks are in place for today. We'll add more up and down the river ray, and got that last rock, rolled it in place, feeling pretty good. A lot of great work done. I'm pretty happy with the results of the rocks along the edges of the platform. It's starting to come together, and that's back-breaking work, so I do got to go slow. So again, many thanks to Tom and everybody else for telling me to slow down and sit in the chair once in a while. I don't have to put the scissors down these days. I have to put the big tools away and just get in a chair or the hammock. Until soon. Welcome to Bonsai Acres. Very excited.